I don't think I have a serum collagen.
Oh.
Maybe I should get one.
Oh, part.
It's hard to believe that Mint Mobile can be good at just 50.
Okay, I think I went live on the YouTube already.
Can be good at just 50.
We're live on YouTube.
Marianne, okay, there it is. It allowed me to record. Okay, good morning, everyone. John Haremza here, Crown Ambassador Diamond with Valentis. Super excited to be with you here this morning. Happy Monday to you. This 12th day of April, we are going to be sharing with you what I believe to be the most exciting, compelling opportunity in America, in the world, and that is Valentis. There's so many exciting things happening right now with our company. Before I jump into that, I'm going to go ahead and just take a moment, give you guys a little bit of background, a little history on myself. I've got a couple great testimonials for you, one out of the UK, United Kingdom, as well as a brand new diamond out of Phoenix, Arizona. That's just killing this thing. So very excited. Hope you all enjoyed. If you were able to tune in to Hannah Gallagher this morning, she did an incredible morning call. But for those of you that don't know me, I have been involved in this industry of network marketing now for 32 years. My background, I grew up in a small town in Minnesota, still have a lake home there. Today, though, I'm actually a resident of Henderson, Nevada, right outside of Las Vegas. Moved here for the dry air, for the mountains, for the warmer weather, and for the taxes. To be honest, for the taxes, I can literally live here for free just from what I save on taxes. But I still have my lake home in Minnesota, very near where I grew up in a small town, about 2,000 people in Minnesota. My background, right out of high school, went to work in a potato chip factory. I was a welder, maintenance person, building, maintaining equipment, things of that nature. And I have a learning disability, I have dyslexia. Still struggle with it today, but back then really affected my self-esteem, my self-confidence. I was very shy, very introverted. I literally wouldn't even say hi to someone unless they said hi to me first. And the only reason I want to share that is because, you know, when someone looks at this and they, you know, say, well, I don't know if I can do this, you know, I can't sell, or, you know, I'm an introvert, or, you know, I don't know if I could ever do this. What's so exciting about what we have here at Valentis is it is a level playing field. It doesn't matter, you know, where you live, what your age, what your education, what your financial position is. The only thing that matters is you recognize, you know, what is happening here with this company. And number two, you take action upon it. Okay. And amazing things can happen. You know, my career now, as I mentioned, spans 32 years. And I entered this industry not to make $1 million a year. I entered this industry 32 years ago thinking, wow, if I could make a few hundred extra dollars a month, I was only making $9 an hour. And if I could make a few hundred extra dollars a month on a part-time basis, I'd be pretty excited about that. And, a few hundred turned into 1,000 and then a few thousand. And then I started thinking about, wow, wouldn't it be something to actually do this on a full-time basis? For me, that was $3,000 a month. I was able to accomplish that in about a 6-month window. And now I've been full-time for 32 years, and it just keeps growing and expanding. And it has been an unbelievable life. The places I've been able to travel, the people that I've met, the experiences that I've had, things that I couldn't have ever imagined has happened here. So with that kind of as a backdrop, as a setting, I am going to share my screen, and then we're going to jump into a small presentation, and we'll go into my testimonials. So with that, the name of the company, of course, is Valentis. And one thing that's very exciting happening here in the month of April is we have a dash for the cash. So if you're an existing distributor or you're even a brand new distributor, we have dash for the cash, $25,000 above and beyond the compensation plan is put out there. The number one point earner. Now, the points are basically various activities, bringing new people in. You accumulate these points. The number one point earner, cash bonus of $5,000. Number two, $4,000, then $3,000, $2,000, $1,000. And then there is the next 5 people get $500 cash into their back office to buy product or whatever they'd like to do with it, and a drawing for 5 additional people to earn $1,000 cash, $1,000 cash. Now, why this is exciting is so many contests, the everyday person just says, I could never be number one. I'll never be in the top 5. I'm never going to qualify for this. Well, this lottery, so to speak, 5 people winning $1,000, all you need is your name in the hat one time, and you could be that person, or one of those people, those 5 people getting that extra $1,000 of cash. So very exciting contest, really embraces everyone. Just get out there, talk to people, bring someone into your business, get your name in that hat, get that chance at that $1,000. So the first thing I believe we need to ask ourselves, are people interested, looking for what it is that we have? And I believe as you look at these 3 things, everybody wants this. Everybody wants more money. If you've ever heard of Zig Ziglar, he jokes about it. He says, if somebody else ever tells you they don't need more money, he says they'll lie about other things too. Everyone wants more money. And whether that's an extra, few $100s a month, a few $1,000s a month, serious part-time income, maybe full-time income, crazy income. Hey, it's all being done here at Valentis. All of those things are being accomplished here. So it's really a matter of you making that decision of what you want. But do we have something to offer people? Absolutely. Through the products, better health. I mean, we have all kinds of products, 30 some products. That, find out what you're interested in, what works for you, improve your overall health. I think everyone is interested in that. And this is a big one, I think, in time freedom, because most people, if they're making money, let's say they have a job, right? And if they're really making money, they most likely have a second job. And so not much time on their hands. If they're a professional, let's say an attorney, a doctor, a realtor, and if they're really killing it, their profession is demanding much more than a, typical or normal 8-hour day, right? If you're a business owner and you're killing it, right? I mean, your business is completely controlling. You're the first one there, the last one to leave. What's interesting about this business model is you can learn as you earn. You can develop leverage in your life, earning off of the efforts of other people. You can develop a residual income where essentially you've removed yourself from the day-to-day activity to generate an income. What this equals is time freedom. Imagine making money throughout the day, even if you don't get up, making money without putting in effort after you've built it. After you've built a residual, a leveraged income, the ability to control your time, very, very exciting. I don't think people understand the power of that. I can tell you, I've been living it for 32 years and it's unbelievable. Bottom line is, do people need what we have? 96% of people They lay awake at night. They're worrying about their health. They're worrying about their finances. They're living a life of quiet desperation. They don't know what to do or where to turn. And all they're waiting for is someone to give them an opportunity, to give them a way out, to give them an option. And with Lint, is something you can learn as you earn. Now, what makes this possible is this industry of network marketing. Folks, a lot of people don't understand it. 70 years, the industry of network marketing, the home-based business industry has been around. Does now actually closer to $200 billion, products, goods, and services that are being marketed this way all around the world. And what network marketing does is it gives me, it gives you, it gives the everyday person an opportunity to have an extraordinary life without the tens of thousands of dollars of investment or risk, right? The other thing it does is it allows you, me, the everyday person, to capitalize on the global economy. You can build a business here with Valentis all over the world. But what is it? It is really nothing more than another form of distribution, right? And to better understand it, I'm going to make a comparison to traditional methods of distribution, say retail, because that's what we think about. We think of companies advertising, paying actors and athletes, high budget advertising campaigns, educating you on a product to get you to walk into that store or click on it and buy it, right? And guys, that makes up about 50%. 50% of a cost of a product is to get you to buy it. Well, in network marketing, in this business model, we spend zero, okay? That 50% is given to you. Real people with real results, sharing their experiences, sharing their stories, helping people understand what the product is. So where does the money come from? We're not paying the actors. We're not paying the athletes. We're not paying the influencers, right? We're paying real people with real results to help share what our company, our products, our opportunity is all about. Now, what I've learned in my now 32 years in this industry is all of these companies, right, and or opportunities are made up of 5 critical elements, right? The company, the product, the compensation, the timing, and the training and support. And if 2 or 3 of those elements are missing, it doesn't matter how good you are or how hard you work. Despite your best efforts, you're going to struggle. Folks, it's when all of those elements come together where the magic happens and the fortunes are made. Now, I think this is important because we all know people who have been involved in something like this and it hasn't worked out for them. Or maybe they know someone that's been involved in something like this and didn't work out. Now, granted, it could be due greatly to someone simply not applying themselves. It doesn't matter if all the elements are in place. If you are unwilling to do anything, it's unlikely you're going to make anything, right? But when all the elements are in place and you really work hard, folks, that is where the magic happens and the fortunes are made. I can tell you that is where we are here today with Valentis. The name Valentis is actually a Latin word for prevail. We got our start July of 2016. That year, doing about 300,000 in sales. 16, we did, what was it? 2000, my screen's blocked. 2014, we did 300,000 in sales. 2015, 3 million. 2016, 32 million. Then we had some growing pains. We dipped a little bit. Anyway, end result, today, nearly $250 million in total sales and revenue. We are 100% debt-free as a company. And the glue that holds Valentis together, that bonds these 5 elements, is the 6th element. That's the culture. It's the energy. It's the vibe. It's the heart. And it spawns directly from our founder and CEO, Dave Jordan, and his wife, Joyce. Now, one of our focuses is the weight loss industry. And this is something I know a bit about because I have struggled with my weight my entire adult life. And for those of you that struggle with weight, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You think about it every day. You're willing to do anything. I have literally done everything. I've done the meal replacements. I've done the shakes. I've done the prescription drugs, acupressure, hypno. I've dane it all. And one word sums it up, and that is miserable. I mean, the reason why, 95, maybe 98% of diets don't work is because people can't do them, right? They might do it a week or so, maybe even make it a month or 2, but to do it long-term is too difficult. Well, think about this. You're miserable, right? You're miserable. You can't do it. What if there was a way that you could have a product that you weren't miserable? And that's where our Valentis coffee comes in. We have 4 different coffees. Here's the thing about coffee. 80% of the population drinks it every single day. They spend money on it every single day. They don't just drink it, they love it. They can't imagine starting their day without it. They're going to drink it the rest of their life. Now imagine that very same thing that you love, that you do every day, that you're going to do every day for the rest of your life. Imagine that now helping you control, manage, and even lose weight. Folks, that is a brilliant concept. Now, if you want to enhance your results, you can add the thermal perk. This will basically do more of what the coffee does. It's a phenomenal product, can actually be taken on its own as well. We have a family of products today addressing weight loss, from our 24/7 carb blocker to, keto creamer if you want to live the ketogenic lifestyle. If you're not a coffee drinker, we have cocoa. We have a product called Tropical Blast, a kind of a fruit drink type product, does the same thing. Again, we have great products, but the coffee is the centerpiece. It is the constant. If you're a coffee drinker, it's what you're going to do every day. Now, another product I just want to mention, and that is Ambulant. Ambulant was brought to us by a guy by the name of Dr. Joseph Ahrens. He is a 2-time Nobel Prize nominee for his work. And, a lot of companies talk about their studies. They talk about their research. And when you really boil it down, it's usually studies on research on the ingredients that are within the product. This product actually has a double-blind clinical, study published in a peer medical journal on the product itself, not on just the ingredients, on the actual product Ambulant. There's 2 products here. One is Ambulant M and the other is C. M is for maintenance for everybody. C is for those people that are dealing with blood sugar issues. If you're one of those people, it's a huge issue out there, managing and control your blood sugar. This product can help. And if you're dealing with inflammation, the M is a phenomenal product, but this is, when you learn about it, when you understand it, this is a product everyone will want. We have about 30 products now, more coming. And here's what I can tell you. It's going to take me too long to go through it. It's best you do it on your own. Learn what is, what you're interested in. Go to valentisproducts.com, do your own due diligence, try our products, and you'll fall in love with them, as millions of people already have. Now, timing, another critical element. The one thing I have learned about success is timing always has something to do with it. Getting involved in something before the whole world has heard about it and be part of helping the world learn about it. Folks, that is where fortunes are made. But timing, every company tells you the timing's perfect. But how do you really know? What I have learned is timing is actually very predictable. A lot of people dream about being at the start of a company. And yes, it can be exciting, but it's also very risky. 95% of companies don't make it through their first year, right? And only 5% of companies make it 5 years in existence. So being first can be exciting, but it is incredibly risky, right? Where really the best place is what I call the sweet spot. At about $2 million a month in sales is when a company really begins to be attractive. Why? Because they're making money, they're generating revenue, there's product successes. It's no longer about what they're going to do. It's starting to happen. And when the company grows, it gets better and better and better. When it hits around $10 million a month, that's when it goes vertical, right? Here's where the fortunes are made. Get involved with a company in this sweet spot. Get a team in place. So when it goes vertical, when it hits that public acceptance, when people are talking about it everywhere, you have a large enough team in place to capitalize on it. So where are we? Here in North America, not quite halfway through that sweet spot. In Europe, about the same place. In Asia, just getting started. Folks, we could, as a company, simultaneously move through this sweet spot, hit that critical mass window in 2 or 3 of these regions in the world. If that happens, it's Katie by the door. It is going to get exciting. Now, compensation. Now, once again, every company talks about having the best, right, most lucrative compensation plan out here. Here's what I've learned. Every company has about the same money to pay out somewhere in that 40 to 50% of revenue is paid back to people like you and I. Remember when I talked about advertising, right? Instead of going to actors, athletes, high budget advertising campaigns, that 50% goes to you, right? Real people, real results spread out over 7 profit centers. We do business in 90 countries around the world. You can simply send people to your website. Company will ship the products. You can make 25%. If you buy a business pack, right, have a little bit of inventory in hand, it brings the cost of the product down, which increases your profit margin to 50%, right? We have a fast start bonus. When others say, hey, I want to do this too, you can earn up to $200 when you bring someone new that wants to do what you're doing, right? Up to $200 depending on where they start. We have a legacy bonus. This is a coded bonus linked to the people that you enroll and the people they enroll. And this is what I call leveraged income. You make money off the efforts of other people bringing people into the business. $100 on everyone that joins with a business pack or a career pack within your legacy team. To infinity, very exciting. Dual team commissions. This is the monthly consumption. This is the residual. This is everybody drinking, consuming, using our products on a monthly basis. There's not another plan in the industry that pays $100,000 per week. That's what you can earn in this one profit center alone. 7-generation matching check, global bonus pools, car bonus, incredible plan. So the question is, can I do this, right? Here's the thing, folks. You've learned everything you need to do to be successful here in kindergarten. It's called show and tell. We tell stories about our company, about our products, about what's happened to us and what's happened to others, okay? Matter of fact, if you've ever gone to a really good movie, or maybe you've eaten at a great restaurant and you've told somebody about it, we've all done that, right? And I would bet you would agree that your excitement towards that movie or that restaurant influenced someone else to go eat there or go see the movie, but you didn't get paid on it. Well, guess what? Here you do. You tell somebody about your excitement about Valentis. We got all kinds of tools. You don't need to try to explain it all. We've got all kinds of tools. We got an app called Share Valentis that will have everything they need to know. All you need to do is, it's like telling it's a trailer. It's like the advertisement on a restaurant. You don't tell them about the entire meal. You just tell them how great it was. Okay. Before I jump into this, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here, and we're going to hear from a couple people. And so first off, I want to go to the United Kingdom, to a triple diamond. This person's been with us for at least 4 years, maybe 5 years. Incredible leader in our company, Shani Whelan. Shani, are you there? Could you give us a little bit of your background, a little bit of the success you experienced and such? Shani, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Go ahead.
Okay, great. So thank you so much, John, for inviting me on tonight's call, or today's call, whatever time it is there. So I'm Shani. I'm from the UK. I am 39 years old. And like John said, I've been with Valentis now for around 4.5 years. So my background's actually in recruitment. So I had a pretty good job. I was earning good money. I had quite a good career plan. And I always thought I wanted to be in recruitment. I come from a traditional background where, I was brought up to get good grades. I went to college and I went to university. And I always thought that would be the plan, to get the good education and then get a good job and then stay in that job until retirement age. And I actually had no idea that network marketing existed. And I was always somebody that wanted more. So as much as I didn't know that there was any other option out there for me, I always wanted to travel more. I hated being tied to a desk. I actually spent some time traveling when I was younger, and I got that travel bug. And when I got into recruitment, as much as I enjoyed some of it, I actually hated the fact that I only got 4 or 5 weeks annual leave. I hated the fact that I had to ask when I could go on holiday. I hated the fact that on a Sunday, I'd get that dread of going back to work on a Monday after having a really fun weekend. And I just always, in the back of my mind, I just thought there must be more to life than this. And I was actually introduced to the industry in 2014 through a previous company. And it was actually through the product. Like I said, I'd never heard of it before, never heard of the industry of network marketing. I was just interested in this skincare product. So I went along to a meeting. And actually, it was, as much as the product was great, it was the compensation plan and seeing that actually there is another way. There's another way that you can earn money. There's a better way out there where you can have the freedom, you can live your life exactly how you want it, and earn good money at the same time. And that was what blew me away. And yeah, I was completely hooked then. And I just had this vision for my life of what I wanted it to be. So I spent a couple of years with that company and then stumbled across Valentis in November 2016. Actually, again, by the product. I saw a girl that had been with my previous company. She was advertising this coffee, and I'm a coffee drinker. I was about to go on holiday, so I thought, why not try it? You know, I need to lose a bit of extra weight. And I actually lost 6 pounds in my first 7 days on the product. So I was just completely hooked after that. So I started to look into the compensation plan and the business side of it. And I just got a gut feeling. I just had this feeling that I had to do this. And I can't explain what it was, or, you know, just one of those feelings that you get. And honestly, I'm so glad that I did, because this company and this opportunity has 1,000,000% changed my life. So I've gone from being a stressed out recruitment consultant, working in finance, you know, working really long hours, you know, taking work home in the evenings, always stressed out over targets and all that sort of business, to having complete time freedom and flexibility with what we do. I've got a little boy now who's 19 months old, and he, you know, I can work around him now, which is just incredible, because part-time in recruitment does not exist. I'd be back to work probably when he was 6 months old, doing 35 hours a week at least as a part-timer. So, you know, it's been completely amazing in that respect as well. And the freedom, like the time freedom, John explained earlier about, you know, the freedom that this can give you. It's not always just about the money. The money is incredible, but it's the freedom. So last year we were able to go and live in Ibiza for 5 months, because I can literally work this business from my phone, from an iPad, from a laptop, whatever. So we're able to go and do that. We can travel when we want to, obviously when we're allowed. But, you know, we have got that freedom to live our life exactly how we want. And I can still work, you know, regardless of where we are in the world. So it's just been absolutely incredible. And I love the company. I love the people, you know, I love the culture. And we've just got so much exciting stuff coming up. You know, as John said, we are at that sweet spot now. Being in this company for the last 4.5 years, it has been a roller coaster. You know, I think the company was probably 2 years old when I joined. And there was, you know, there's been so many ups and downs and, you know, things that we've had to overcome and challenges, but it's made us stronger. And it's put everybody who joins now in such a good position, because we've come over those hurdles, and, you know, we've got a strong, stable foundation now for anybody that wants to come into this business. And we've got so much exciting stuff coming. So yeah, I'm super excited for anybody that decides to join now, because everything's literally in place for you to have an incredible future. Yeah, so that's it from me.
Well, Shani, thank you so much, and congratulations. You said so many things there, you know, about, you know, the ups and downs. I mean, anything in life has ups and downs, right? And, you know, a challenge, especially with startup companies, is they usually never make it out of those downs. And we are a company now coming up on 7 years old. We've proven, okay, that we can handle whatever obstacle, challenge that we have. And we are, as a company, without question, all 5 of those critical elements are more in place today than they've ever been, right? I mean, we are in a position to absolutely explode. And I also just want to bring back, you know, what you said. What did you say? You have an 18-month, is it an 18-month-old?
He's not just turned 19 months, yeah.
19 months. You know, you think about the life that we have as a network marketer, to think about the life that we have here with the time freedom with Valentis. And you're right. I mean, you would have been forced to go back to work, pay daycare, have someone else raise your kid. And I mean, but it's not just there, it's everywhere. I mean, there are so many things. If we could somehow, for those of you that are guests just looking at this, somehow help you understand the type of life that can be achieved here, the freedoms, the personal development, the being around positive people trying to lift you up versus knock you down. I mean, the list goes on and on. If we could somehow take the picture, what we're experiencing, what we're living, and somehow help you understand that, folks. I mean, it makes a job look terrible. I mean, absolutely dreading the idea of having to dread Mondays to go to work, or you know, live for the weekends. I mean, it's like every day is a Saturday for us, because it doesn't matter. We can do whatever we want. So anyway, it's phenomenal. I could go on. I get excited about this stuff, but let's take and go to Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you, Shani. Brand new person, been with us only several months, and, you know, had initially a little bit of a slow start, some challenges coming into Valentis, and has just exploded. I mean, last month, his business exploded, almost $80,000 of brand new business last month, and this month on track to double that. Greg Sarlo. Greg from Phoenix, Arizona. Greg, give us a little bit of your background, a little bit of your history, a little bit about why you're excited about Valentis.
Sure. Hopefully everybody can see me and hear me okay. Just stepped outside, John. I'm actually in Albuquerque, New Mexico right now, visiting some family. The luxury of being able to kind of be wherever you want. It's kind of cool. So hanging out with the family till tomorrow, then I'm off. But John, thank you first and foremost for the platform and your dedication and diligence and leadership and everything that you brought to the table. Major reason why we really chose Valentis. Seen a lot of things in the industry. I got involved pretty reluctantly about 8 years ago. I think it's about 8 years ago now, to end of 2012. My first company, had a lot of fun, made a lot of money. I struggled a little bit, but we got around some of the right people. And, I just remember looking at this from afar thinking, maybe those people could do this, but I'm not sure about myself. And it's just, you got that devil's advocate. On one hand, I would say, if they can do it, I can do it. But then you had that little voice in your head that said, I'm not sure I could do it. But we plugged in, we were, consistent and committed to really creating something. It was just a couple $100 a month was what was on my initial agenda. And then it started to work. So this network marketing thing, I had seen from afar from different family members, and, maybe it wouldn't been done right, but I got around the right people. And that was kind of the big thing for us. So, in that company, I made it 2 positions from the top of that comp plan. Again, made a lot of money, had a lot of fun, met some of my best friends in that company, and learned what to really look for in a company. And, 7 years after that, we're looking at Valentis. We had some struggles, some challenges, almost lost my grandfather, a couple other challenges in my life. I'll spare everybody the details, but we got into Valentis because of a specific reason, and it was the company first and foremost and their leadership. So you take somebody like John Haremza and Dave Jordan, you can only go so far with people that are at specific places. So what I mean by that, as I stumble over my words, John, we wanted to find a home where, it didn't matter what level of success somebody wanted, whether it was a couple $100 a month, whether it was, a few $1,000s a month, or like you, a couple $1,000s an hour. But we looked at, the documentation beats conversation. Obviously the products were great, jumped into the company. Now I'm several months, with just kind of maintaining my weight, but I've lost over 65 pounds, lowered my blood pressure. Obviously the money's been great. And we're just excited. We're seeing people win like never before. And it's really the training, the support, and the support's been great. I just there's so many people on here, the Karen Fords, and, I'm going to leave people's names out. So I'm not going to go and throw those names in there, but there's just so many people that are willing to help. It doesn't matter what market, it doesn't matter what team, what organization. It's really an amazing thing, an amazing feeling. We've got that culture like everybody's been talking about, and here's Shani and individuals like that, just being able to have success. And we just started to have a lot of fun here right now, and we're excited for the future. So again, all of our support and training has really helped us excel here. John, thank you again for that. And I just look forward to the future. Double Diamond, hopefully wrapping that up in the next couple of weeks, and sky's the limit after that. Thank you for the opportunity to share, and I'm excited for everybody on this call. Thank you, John.
Well, Greg, thank you, and phenomenal. Congratulations. I mean, number one, on your weight loss, 60 pounds. I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, that's so exciting. And of course, what's happening in your business right now, because you are on track right now. I mean, last month, your team blew it up, but you're on track to double that again this month. So very, very exciting. Things are happening, folks. Things are happening right now with this company. So many things that are happening, from products to systems to, corporate staff. I mean, there's so much happening right now. And now is the time. I mean, there has never been a better time to engage in Valentis than right now. So I'm going to share my screen. And if that's you and you want to see what that looks like, let's go ahead and look at that. You might want to just stick your toe in the water. There's a $20 application fee, one time, okay, and then that's done, and then you can choose whatever product pack. I mean, $59, stick your toe in the water. You can try one of our products. Little better deal, $145, little discount on the product. Now maybe you and a family member can try the products. The advanced pack, a little better deal again. If you are looking to really do this from a business or an opportunity standpoint, right? If that's something that interests you, here's the thing, is there's 5 reasons why I believe you should really consider either the business or the career pack. And those 5 things are this, is number 1 is the example. Everything you do in our type of a business sets an example of what others think they have to do. It's difficult to get somebody to do something that you haven't done yourself, right? So getting started with that business pack going to give you the greatest chance of success. It's going to duplicate. And the reason it's going to give you the greatest chance of success is it gives you some product to use, to sample, to sell. It's going to be the best value. The $1 $9 product, that's the most expensive way to start because you're paying the most for the product. The least expensive way is the career pack, $33, but the business pack, $36 per unit. Demonstrates commitment. I think that's important, right? I mean, if you're going to do something, you want to demonstrate that you're serious about it. Nobody wants to follow somebody that's wishy-washy. It maximizes your earnings, right? You automatically get positioned at the Ruby level, which means on the residual part of our plan, on that monthly consumption, you go from earning a 5% commission, accelerate and jump all the way to the top to 20%. You have to get that extra $100, that legacy qualification, 4 to 5 level matching check. Folks, again, we've got a little video on this in the Share Valentis app that can help you better understand this. But here's what I can tell you. When you say yes, that's when our job begins, not when it ends, right? Our job is to help you make money, put you in the best position possible to do that. And I believe that the best way is to get started with a business or a career pack. Now, do you want to do this business? I think that's a fair question. Number 1 is we have fun. I mean, if you're looking to have some more fun in your life, this is a fun business, right? Lose some weight, additional income. That's kind of the worst case scenario. I mean, if you really break it down, should you say yes here? That's kind of the worst case scenario. But what has driven me in my life are the what ifs. Some people are, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does? I mean, what if it turned into a nice part-time income, right? And you had some fun and lost some weight. What if it turned into a more serious income, maybe even a full-time income, or for, as it has for some, 6-figure income, that dream income, to be able to work from home, without giving the security up of your full-time job, to learn as you earn, so to speak. What I think Valentis does is gives you an opportunity to own your life, right? To be in control of how you want to spend your time and spend your day. The personal development, tax advantages, recognition. I mean, the list goes on. The challenge is most people live in a someday world. And what I mean by that is they're always going to get busy someday, right? They're always going to start saving for retirement someday. They're going to, get out of debt someday, right? They're going to get their health on track someday. Everything is someday, someday, someday. Just keep kicking the can down the road. And if you don't believe me, think back 5 years. What was life like 5 years ago? And what is it like today? And the sad fact is, folks, not much has changed. I mean, but here's the scary thought. Look ahead 5 years, because it'll be a snap of a finger and we're going to be 5 years down the road. The question is, have anything changed for you? And that is where Valentis comes in. We can change the course of the next 5 years of your life for the rest of your life through our opportunity, through the environment of personal development, through the products that we have that can impact your life. So get back with the person who put you on the call, get your questions answered. Procrastination is the thief of success. Don't hesitate. Take advantage of the timing of what's happening right now in Valentis, in the wellness industry, in the online world. I mean, we embrace so many different areas where the timing is perfect all together here with Valentis. So with that, have a fantastic start to your week. Monday, hope you join us. Look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye now.